Hi friends, I welcome to all into my YouTube channel Literature Insights. Today I am going to share one more video on the essay. In this video I will talk about some major points of the essay such as origin of the essay, definitions of the essay, types of the essay and recent scenario of the essay. In my first point, origin of the essay. The origin of the essay has been attributed to the Roman writers Cicero and Seneca, whose epistles would now be regarded as essays than letters. For the word essay, Francis Bacon said the word is late, but the thing is ancient. Montaigne is a French writer of 16th century whose volume Essays employed the term first time to put his thought into his writings and regarded as a predecessors of modern essay. The word essay is originated from the Latin word esse, meaning an attempt. Definitions of the essay. An essay is a piece of writing that represents writer's own opinion or argument of an individual on a particular subject, and there is no satisfactory definitions yet to be found about essay, but here are some of the definitions given as below. Dr. Johnson defines the essay as a loose sally of the mind, an irregular, indigested piece, not a regular and orderly performance. The English Oxford Dictionary explains it as a composition of moderate length on any particular subject or a branch of subject, originally implying want of finish, now a composition of more or less elaborate in style, though limited in range. Sainsbury loosely describes it as a piece of work art, and it has been called the after dinner monologue of interesting and well informed man. Hugh Walker remarks, there is no subject from the stars to the dust heap and amoeba to man which may not be dealt with in an essay. The essay is more easily distinguished by its manner than by its matter. The essay have been classified as formal and informal essay. The formal essays deals with serious purpose, dignity, logic and proper length, whereas the informal essay deals with the personal elements such as self-revelation, subjective experiences and confidential manner. The essay is focusing upon a novel theme using humor, graceful styles and rambling structures. B. Prasad explained two classes of essay in his text, A Background to the Study of English Literature: essays par excellence and true essay. Essays par excellence means the highest kind of essay. The true essay, the former essays are being the commonly comparatively short. Types of essays. The essays are written in four major forms in general sense: expository essays, descriptive essays, narrative essays and argumentative essays. In the sense of literature, here we have to see some major types of essays as below. Number one, the aphoristic essay. Francis Bacon has the credit to transplant the aphoristic essay into England, but he followed different line from Montaigne. Montaigne was the father of personal or subjective essay, and he says, I am myself the subject of my book. Bacon gave the essay an objective or impersonal turn. In his writings, did not portray the man himself. He entertains the reader instead of personal counterfeit with counsels, civil and moral, which are his main concern. These counsels are conveyed in a short and crisp sentences, are called aphorism. The aphoristic essays says without the preface, to literary undress, without superfluous word, without joint and band structures, in a brief and rapid structures one after another. An aphoristic style means a compact, condensed and epigrammatic style of writing. An aphorism is a brief sentences expressing truth in the fewest possible words, that is called aphorism. Character essay. In the earlier part of the 17th century, the essay took the form of character sketches in the hands of Hall, Overbury and Earl. Character became a favorite form of description and satire in writings of essay. The great exponent of character essay was Lawwarrior, whose characters appeared in 1668, whose paint pictures of various types of men and women characters such as the hypocrite, the milkmaid, the affected traveller, retain much of their pungency and humour. The writings of Sir Thomas Browne and Abraham Cowley were close to the character essay in their style and spirit. Abraham Cowley wrote the essay of Myself is the beginning of the development of modern form of essay. Critical essay. During the period of Restoration, Dryden introduced a new variety of essay called critical essay. The theme of the critical essay was literary criticism. All of Dryden's prefaces and other miscellaneous prose writings are essays in criticism. The essays of dramatic poesy is on the subject of drama written in dialogue form by John Dryden, and the preface to his fables, which is partly critical and partly personal essay. Johnson called Dryden as the father of English criticism, who was consistent for his critical thinking. The periodical and social essay. In the 18th century, essay began to appear in the periodicals. During the abundant material from the manners of time, periodical essay is a type of writing that is based on regular issues appeared in journals, periodicals, magazines, newspapers. It is published daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly in magazines. Daniel Defoe's review set fashion for periodical essay, but the real vogue of the essay began with Richard Steele, and Joseph Addison Steele started the Tatler in 1709 with the object of exposing the false arts of life, of pulling the disguise of cunning, vanity, affection, and recommending simplicity in dress, discourse, and behavior. In collaboration with Richard Steele and Joseph Addison, they published The Spectator in 1711. The daily essay of The Spectator were intended to enliven morality with wit and to temper with morality, and to bring the philosophy out of closets and libraries, schools and colleges, and to dwell in clubs and assemblies, at tea tables and in coffee houses of London. In Sainsbury's words, they taught us how it should and how it should not be, how to behave in a public places from churches to theatres, how it should treat its lovers, mistress, husbands, wives, parents and friends. For the first time in history, the essay was employed distinctly for a social purpose. The social essay deals with the social issues, social theories, societal change, and the social psychology of human beings, which is affected by the social atmosphere created into the society. The periodical essay was adopted for literary criticism and the delineation of character. Sir Roger de Coverley was the joint creation of Richard Steele and Joseph Addison, which appeared in both the Tatler and the Spectator. Jonathan Swift was a satirist, a pamphleteer rather than an essayist. Dr. Johnson was a leading name whose essays show all his mainly good sense and command over a majestic language. With the Steele and Addison, we feel that we are in equal terms with two friendly men of the world. The reviewers. At the beginning of the 19th century, the periodical and newspaper gave place to the literary critical journal called Review. It had a little concern with social, political and personal topic, its main content being literary and other criticism. The best known of the early reviews were the Edinburgh was Wig Organ, edited by Francis Jeffrey, and the Quarterly was Tory Organ, edited by William Gifford. Their role of the contributors included such distinguished men as Southey, Scott, Hazlitt, Macaulay and Carlyle. The two reviews were observed Sainsbury representing the two great political parties, and many furnished with literary ability took solid place at once, and for many years continued to be the serious headquarters for discussion on issues like social, political, cultural, literature, religion, philosophy and things in general. In the critical opinion, the Edinburgh attack upon Wordsworth and Quarterly so cruel maltreated John Keats. Simultaneously, there grew up another type of essay called the magazine essay. It is different from the review in being a miscellany of every kind of composition, creative, critical, informative and entertaining. Dickens's Opium Eater was the first essay published in London Magazine, which was Charles Lamb wrote his essays of Elia, a collection of essays. The tradition of the critical essay was carried out in the Victorian age by Matthew Arnold, Walter Pater and many other distinguished writers of a period, which saw amazing increase in the number of periodicals and readers. Personal essay. Montaigne is a French writer of 16th century who introduced the personal essay into literature to reveal and present his own personality through his writings. Charles Lamb was the master of personal essays. His Essays of Elia, collection of essays, is the best example of this personal essay. E.V. Lucas said in his introduction in the modern edition of the work, a good essay more than a novel, a poem, a treatise is personality transmitted into print. Recent scenario of the essay. In recent scenario, the innumerable daily papers, weekly and monthly periodicals gave unlimited space and scope for the essayist. Many of the articles would equally describe as essay and published in a book form under the title. It would be very difficult to draw a line between the articles and essay, which are usually on less ephemeral topic, more literary in style, more personal in manner. It would be difficult to differentiate English writers into personal and objective essayists. So this is the present scenario of the essay. So if you like my videos, please subscribe the bell icon button for getting further notification of my next video. Thank you for watching.